Back.
We're finally back, ladies and gentlemen!
Yep. Oh my god, how many days has it been? No, it's a month. God damn it.
It's been a while. First off, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! And Merry Christmas. And
And
Happy
Hanukkah.
And Hanukkah.
And
Yeah. Okay, I need to get this joke out of the way. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal! And a Happy New Year! No, it's not a Happy New Year! Alright.
Mr. Popo, what are you doing?
Pecking order. Oh my god, my impressions are that good. Anyway, let's move on to Double O, episodes 29 to 32.
Or otherwise, Season 2's episodes 4 through 7.
Oh boy, a lot happened in these episodes.
First off, let's get the episodes out of the way in order
Yep.
of importance here.
Yep.
Episode 4, we finally
Meet Catron,
the Catharon base. We get to know
the characters there.
the characters there. More importantly, reunite Marina with her former attendant,
Who is
Ishrin.
hot, by the way.
Yes, yeah, she is.
Mm-hmm.
But we also try to leave Saji Crossroad there.
Yep. Try. Keywords. Try. And also we get a scene that really aged poorly, but then is made up by a character doing something to another character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lock on kissing Felt.
Well, the second lock on. Kissing Felt and Felt like a regular human being slapping him for sexual assault.
Sort of. I mean, it's not really sexual assault, as he said it, is to make it clear that he's not his brother, but, you know.
Still sexual assault. You could just...
I know, you could have done it any other way, but come on.
Exactly. I mean, I'm still counting as sexual assault, but anyway. Anyway, let's move on from that uncomfortable, poorly aged scene.
To another uncomfortable scene!
Oh my god, you had to remind me. Oh.
So, let's get it out of the way. During the episode, Saji leaves the base, as well as Setsuna and Marina.
Mm-hmm.
Marina and Setsuna to go to Asadistan, while Saji just tries to get the fuck away from everyone.
Yeah,
because he's still pulling an Amuro.
Yeah, and also he's like unconsciously being selfish. Like, yes, he's going to another base, but you know he.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I mean. Pulling an Amuro.
Yep, and basically at first he gets basically police brutality by Federation soldiers.
Yeah, which turns out to be from Smirnov's group, actually.
Until Smirnov tells the soldier to shut up and get out, which he's my favorite. One of my favorite characters in the show.
Yeah, and he continues to prove it so during these episodes.
Yeah.
However, while Saji is talking to the colonel, they are being listened in by one of the soldiers who decides to be a dumbass.
Yeah.
And tells the A-Laws about it against his commanding officer's orders.
Yep. Basically a fascist snake who'll just switch sides if it benefits him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because of that, it causes the A-Laws to attack Catharon by mass murdering them.
AKA the bugs from F91.
Yeah. With the machines that we saw from episode 1.
Just imagine the bugs from
F91,
but fully utilized.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
A lot of them died, and for a bit, you genuinely think that they killed the children, too.
Jeez. I was like, oh my god, they killed the kids. I'll be like, oh my god, this is like Tomino bloodthirsty. But then they didn't.
I mean, to be fair, they did get them away in time, but even then, it's like, that was close.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying
That's just for my brother's medicine. Continuing.
Okay, So, yeah. Like, and when they survived, I was like, oh, thank God. But also, like, you didn't have the balls to go full Tomino. But anyway, I'm glad they survived.
I'm actually glad they didn't go that far until you see what happens to Asadistan.
Oh, well, we'll get to that. Let's focus on one.
Yeah. So first off, the people respond. The A-Laws at this point are the mannequin is still a thing. However, she's not working alone, and because she failed during the first attempt against the celestial being return, she's now paired up with this absolute monster.
He's Jarrett Mesa.
It's like Jared Mesa 2.0.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. He's Jarrett Mesa 2.0. Like, here's the surprising thing about this show. Like, it borrows a lot of elements from Zeta, but
Only uses it right. Or uses it better.
I mean, I like how it's using Zeta, but here's what I like about it. It's still borrowing from Zeta, but still keeps it fresh.
Exactly.
That's what I like about it.
That's what I mean. It uses it its own way, / a little bit better.
I think.
Don't get me wrong, Zeta is a great show, but there are parts of it that could have been done better.
Oh yeah, like the whole Rosa Marie storyline. Yeah, that was just a repeat.
And Jared Mesa in its entirety, but
I mean, Jared Mesa's intentionally supposed to be annoying, but
yeah, I know, but
yeah, he could have been killed off in episode 12 or
and
3.
because of that, we get the mass murder of the Catherine base. Meanwhile, with Setsuna and Marina, once they reach Asadistan.
Oh my god, that's what did Lovecraft write this show? Because their entire country is destroyed.
All
Nothing's
at the
left
single hand
of Aliel Sanchez. Oh my god,
and his new machine.
Why isn't that motherfucker at Nuremberg? That guy's a war criminal.
He is!
He is, and yet no one's like putting him in a military tribunal. It's insane.
Yeah. We also get a few instances of Mr. Bushido during this episode.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it more during episode 5 and 6. Because that's when it actually gets.
Let's say he lives up to the bullshit name of Bushido.
Yeah. Bullshit though.
High five!
That's his name from now on, Mr.
Bullshito.
Bullshito.
Yeah! Woo! But yeah, oh my god. That ending was gut-wrenching. And we get to episode 5 where
Tieria figures out that Saji pretty much snitched on accident to... Well, not really accident. Snitched on Catherine base as well as Celestial Being caused a mass murder.
Yeah.
And proceeds to pull a Bright Noah and slaps Saji Crossroad like he's Amuro.
Yeah, in this instance, I actually find it satisfying instead of uncomfortable with Bright. I get it's supposed to be uncomfortable, but here it's like, yeah.
Here he deserved it.
He deserved it. He was being a selfish piece of shit.
And trying to, deny that he's even a part of this, even though he literally got dragged into this.
Yeah.
By the first episode. And basically, now Saji is stuck with Celestial Being because if they don't, and Catherine figures out that he's responsible for what happened to...
They'll kill him.
they'll lynch him. They'll lynch him.
Yeah.
They won't kill him. They'll torture him to death. And probably crucify him on with a pike.
Yeah.
Up his ass.
Yeah. That's what likely would happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Marie comes back.
Marina goes with Catherine because she ain't going with Celestial Being.
Yeah, they're handling the bigger stuff.
Exactly.
Basically,
while Celestial Being holds off
Alos.
The Alos. Oh, there is one more thing from the reveal of what happened to Catherine during episode 5, and that's that Sumeragi has a traumatic flashback to something that's discussed in episode 6. Well,
kind of
discussed in episode 6. That causes her to black out, and for the
suffer a PTSD
episode
attack.
5 and most of episode 6, she's out.
Yeah, she suffers a PTSD attack.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, basically the Celestial Being is dealing with Alos while Catherine's dealing with the Federation forces.
Well, no. Celestial Being is actually doing a bit different. They're actually making sure that the Catherine can get away to another base while holding off the Alos.
I know, but I'm talking about big picture wise.
I know, but it's still the same thing.
Yeah, true. I'm just pointing out the big picture, but
Yeah.
Anyway.
And it's during this and episode 6 that we get the rematch between Mr. Bullshito and Setsuna.
Yeah, where Bushido lives up to his bullshito, where basically he lets Setsuna live out of honor.
Out of sun? What the fuck?
Okay, I want to talk
This
about
is the this is the guy who during season 1 was literally going out of his way to try and kill Setsuna because of what happened to his group, some of the members of his group, as well as because of what happened with the Trinity siblings and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden during season 2, when he's Mr. Bushido,
Yeah.
he decides, after basically putting Setsuna on the ropes because he was forced to use the Transam, even though he was told not to.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't kill him.
He doesn't kill him because he figures out, yeah, he's not at full power. He's not worth my time. Go and live.
Yeah. Okay. I
He pulls a Vegeta.
Okay, I want to talk about the Bushido Code, and also Mr. Bushido. I think,
Mr. Bullshito.
yeah, Bullshito, because I want to examine like the bullshit that is the Bushido Code. Okay, for those who don't know, the Bushido Code is like this distorted view on the samurai code, which values honor, all that blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But the problem is that the Imperial Japanese Army and Navy created a new view called Bushido, which is basically all that and only not followed up on and really inconsistent depending on the individual you see.
Yeah, because everyone has their own sense of it.
Hence why you get stuff like the Nanking Massacre, the Death March,
Mr. Bullshito.
the Battle of Manila, Pearl Harbor, and yes, what you just said. But yeah, that's basically he's become the embodiment of this toxic ideology, which is still a problem in Japan, but not as big of a problem during the Imperial era.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna call him Bushido anymore. Graham is dealing with Setsuna. Most of the A-Laws at this point, this includes Saji's former, technically still lover,
Luis, who's
are
basically
attacking the rest of the group. While Luis decides to go after these Ptolemy itself, and during this, Saji actually starts to slowly get out of the
basically selfish bullshit.
No, let's call it what it is. He's slowly getting out of the Amuro Ray mentality and going into the Amuro Ray mentality.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Basically, he went from the Amuro who's like bitch slapped to the Amuro who will fight as a pilot.
Yeah. However, that's still a slow process because he couldn't even pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Which thankfully he didn't, because he would have shot Luis.
Yeah, that would be traumatic only for him to find out that he killed, his only love.
If he ever did find out.
Ooh, that's harsh. But anyway, so we get, but yeah, and also, what episode are we on?
We're still at 5 and 6.
Oh, okay.
During the fights in these episodes, we get a few interactions before the fight begins. Mostly introductions between Luis and Soma Pierce, as well as Smirnov's son, Andrei Smirnov, interacting with Luis for the first time, and instantly getting love struck.
By Luis.
You saw his reaction.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help that. I mean, I don't know what's the age gap, but jeez.
I doubt it's that big.
I mean, I doubt it's that big, but still, he's clearly attracted to this young woman, like probably 70. I don't know how long.
No, she's not that young. Remember, this is during season 2, which there was a bit of a time.
Yeah, 5 years, but still, it's a bit icky, and especially.
It's not really that icky. I mean, we could always look up the age later. Yeah. And put it in the description to see if it.
There's also the fact that he's her superior, so there's a little bit disgusting power dynamics.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah, we're not talking about that. Anyway, let's move on.
Anyway, after that, during the fights, we get the rematch between Soma Pierce and Alleluia. Alleluia still trying to get through to Soma and trying to awaken Marie, or try and rescue her in his own way. They ended up knocking each other's mechs out, mostly because Alleluia wouldn't let go of the mech.
Yeah, can you blame him?
No. And they both end up falling into a forest or
Island.
island.
Just call it the
yeah,
facility.
I know. The Isle of Isolated Lovers.
Oh, I'm in. Every time
Thank you, Deshinta!
every time we get to an episode like that, you have to mention that.
I'm not looking forward to it when we go to Code Geass, because that's gonna be all kinds of wrong.
Yeah, but we'll get to it when we get to it.
And basically during at this point we're at episode 7, we basically finally get a, I want to say for the first time, an on ground without the mobile suit fight scene for a brief moment between Soma and Alleluia. I say sort of because really it's just Soma attacking him while he's trying to,
Basically-
snap her out of the super soldier mentality.
Yeah, because they're both cyber new types, and as we all know, new types form psychic bonds that
Yes.
are incomprehensible for us. Or normal
Or this gets
humans.
quantum brainwaves.
New types. I'm sorry, I just love.
Come on, we both know they're new types.
Yeah, it's just that.
Or really cyber new types.
Yeah, I just love saying the word new type, and
I
also,
know.
I love the concept behind new types.
I know.
But yeah, there's 2 things I want to talk about before we get to the whole island of whatever you just said.
I love Isolated Lovers.
Yeah. Okay, first thing, the Federation forces after
Soma gets after Soma and Alleluia get
yeah.
knocked out. The only one who goes after trying to find them is obviously Colonel Smirnov.
But before that, I want to talk about what the Federation and
Go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, so after, can I just call it Afghanistan because that's
No, we still have to call it by its
series name. Okay. How do you spell
Asadistan.
Asadistan?
Asadistan.
Asadistan basically after it gets destroyed, cold monsters, I hate you. Basically they set up a puppet government,
Yeah.
aka Manchukuo and / Vichy France, aka similar to puppet governments from Imperial Japan and Nazi Germany.
Look it up.
Look it up. One more thing. Also, something I like about both Captain Smirnov and what's the other lady? The Colonel?
Mannequin.
Colonel Mannequin is that these people are good people in the wrong side. That's what
Pretty much.
They're basically like the Erwin Rommel / Isuroku Yamamoto of the show.
Again, look it up.
Look it up.
So because of this, at first the ALOS were going to look for Soma Pierce until the jackass who I'm now forever going to call Jared Mesa 2.0
Yeah, that's what he is. He's a jackass.
decides to cancel that order and force them back, only making it so that the regular Federation forces go and look for it, which in a way that's actually a blessing because this way we won't get another fight.
Yeah. Say what you want about the Federation. At times, not always, at times they act civil.
I mean, realistically, that's still a dumb move on their parts, but
I know, but I'm depending on the continuity.
I know.
Anyway,
while they're looking for them, we finally get the scene that I was talking about earlier of Soma and Alleluia the Alleluia interacting outside of their suit, the mobile suits. Alleluia finally gets through to Soma, and she finally goes. Soma finally goes away for now. She does come back later. Spoilers.
I mean, it's 10 years
Marie
old.
finally takes over. We finally get to have an interaction with the original personality of Soma Pierce, Marie Potterfuss.
Who is a fucking angel. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Soma Pierce, but oh my god, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. To both personalities, specifically. Anyway, the Colonel comes in and points...
The Colonel comes in, he finally gets to interact with the original personality. However, he does pull a gun on
Alleluia. I mean, rightly so.
Rightly so, and,
I mean, I don't think he was gonna kill him. I think that was just him explaining.
No, he was.
Yeah.
It wasn't until Alleluia told the colonel,
You want to shoot me?
You want to shoot me? Go ahead, but make sure that once I die, Marie/Soma Pierce never fights again.
Mm.
Where he finally pulls the gun upward and shoots.
Yeah.
It makes it clear
it's
that he won't take Soma Pierce back. He'll just make an excuse saying that she died in honorable combat so that Marie can, go with Alleluia.
Yeah, basically live a life in peace. Anyway, but yeah, going back to that whole gun scene, I think it's kind of open to interpretation whether he was gonna shoot him or not. I personally think he wasn't. He was just explaining what he had done, just for him to understand the situation he's in. That's my interpretation. But that's Gundam for you. It's open to interpretation. Well, kind of.
We also cut during this entire episode. We do cut back to Marina finally getting the puppet government explanation of what's happened.
Manchukuo.
To Asadistan once they reach the next base of Catharon.
Vichy, France.
And she basically breaks down.
Yeah, I feel bad for her. She's not
gonna have it easy during this.
Yeah, shit, things keep happening to her in her country.
Yeah.
Or countries.
Yeah. Eventually, after almost immediately after the colonel leaves, which during that sequence of him pointing the gun in the air and him leaving, we do get a flashback sequence of a montage of all the interactions the colonel and Soma had during season 1 and even a bit of season 2.
The pink noodle suit. Oh god. I hate that.
We had to be reminded of that suit because it did appear in the goddamn flashback sequences.
I hate that thing. It's only there just to signal he's a girl. I hate it visually. I fucking hate it.
Now I'm actually questioning one thing, and this is a legit thing.
Okay.
So you can choke me on this later.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm questioning whether it was Soma who had the idea for that pink coloring, or if it was Marie.
Give me a moment. I need to calm down. Fuck you! Fine! I'm done. Okay, I'm cool.
The pink suit.
Anyway, moving on. So basically Hallelujah and Soma kiss, and everyone blushes.
No. They don't blush. They're all shocked. With even Tsuburagi making note of it in her own words. While we were off looking for him, he was basically kissing a girl.
Yeah. Okay, can I tell you my headcanon? This is my headcanon of what happened after, during the island. Once the colonel.
Yeah, because we do. And there is still a bit of a time gap.
Yeah. This is alright. This is my headcanon, you horn dogs. Let me tell you. Okay, so after the colonel left and Lock-On found them, they fuck. That's my headcanon. I don't care. That's my headcanon.
I mean, they're pretty much together, so...
It makes sense, considering they're the only, woman and man in the island. I mean,
I know, but still.
And also you have a connection, so...
Also, at the end of the episode, we do need to talk about Tyria finally meeting with...
his clone. Oh, not clone.
Not clone. Let's... fellow innovator, Renee Regenerata.
I'm just gonna call them false innovators or false new types.
No, I'm trying to figure out her name, but her name is so stupid.
It's Gundam. What do you expect?
Oh, come on. Even by Gundam names, that's stupid.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, bring stability.
Okay, now that hit hard. Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, they meet with a false. I'm just call it
innovator.
False innovator.
Yeah. Not false. She is she is an innovator. Not a true one, yes, but they are innovators.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah.
Due to the fact that they're both from the same marking and shit, I'm just gonna say it. That's Tyria's sister.
I mean, they're both genderless at this point.
I mean, no, you're not wrong. They are actually genderless.
I mean, it wouldn't be, I wouldn't be surprised if Tyria didn't have a dick. Look, how do you explain him wearing the dress?
I can actually explain that
What?
he's technically not even human.
Okay, we'll get to it.
We'll get to it with Awakening of the Trailblazer as well as during the final parts of Season 2.
Yep.
But safe to say, yeah, no, he's not human.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like...
He's not an alien, in case you're wondering. No, he is just a...
We'll get to it when we get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. These episodes, I give them a strong 10, except, like, the only problem I had was them showing the pink fucking mobile suit.
That's just a one time.
Yeah, that's a
It was a
weird
quick thing, so whatever.
Whatever, I know.
It's still a 10 for me. This show is still going strong with a 10.
Oh yeah, it's still a 10. That's just my
throughout these episodes. And yeah.
Yeah, like we hope to finish this by when do you think we can finish this?
I want to say I doubt it's going to be this month, but hopefully during February.
February or early March.
Exactly.
So yeah. So
because
yeah,
we do have plans for other shows.
Mm-hmm. There's so many shows we want to do,
including what we're hopefully going to
Heavy Object.
have.
I know. We'll get to that after we get some non-mech stuff out of our system.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need one for once we get through all of 00.
Yeah, 00 and Code Geass. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, so guys, Happy New Year, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.